Hello, this is CJ McPherson here, and today we're going to talk about the Skorne Empire. Now, the Skorne are a violent, organized, and merciless people from the Eastern Deserts, the land of Immoren, the only known playable faction in War Machine hordes who come from the eastern side of the continent, and the setting is in fact often referred to as Western Immoren. Now, the Skorne are strange, and not just in the way they play or in the way they behave in society, but in how the brain reacts to them. I mean our brains. They have no souls. Known fact about them. The souls are from the void and go back to it after their deaths. Known fact about them. This weirds out the brain a bit. So today I'm going to present to you a hypothesis, and this is just a hypothesis, about what they really are. Now we can talk about them without feeling strange. This happened to me a lot. I think it might have happened to you too. Here's my hypothesis. Skorne are actually highly evolved reptiles. They look a bit reptilian. They don't have pupils like humans do. They obviously don't have the same kinds of souls humans do. And souls are a really important subject here. We know that souls contain innate magic, and that when they pass on to Urkane, they often leave some of that magic in the hands of necromancers or warcasters capable of harnessing it. The world probably wouldn't just invent new souls for a species of evolved reptiles. My theory is they actually have little chunks of the void as souls. And they don't get the concept of death. They don't get it. They don't want it, probably because it stops them from doing their job for longer. They don't grasp fear as a people. They don't grasp emotion as a people. And they really don't grasp logic. Their actions are logical and irrational and seem to be based on innate biological traits and not actual human feeling. There's a phrase in one of the titles of one of the RPG supplements: Kings, Nations, Gods. There's the three things a people in the Iron Kingdoms are capable of going to war over. The Skorne don't meaningfully have any of the three. They just do things because they do them. Here's my logic of how the Skorne work. They're each biologically designed to do one thing. Mostly they're crafting specialists who make high quality armor, high quality statues. Is what we know in craft. They do eat, by the way. They eat fish mostly fish. We know that from their own source book, the source book about the Skorne Empire. So they eat fish, they make statues, and they make armor and weapons. That's it. They seem to treat warfare as a crafting exercise. They craft warfare in a way. We know from the book Instruments of War, which stars Makeda actually, is an amazing book. I recommend highly reading it. That in warfare, they're very singular in what they're capable of doing. They have one motion each unit, or one motion each warrior type they're trained to do. They each have one action they're capable of taking, one action each, and they can't learn new things. They don't have souls. Here's my theory, though, about what happens to them after death. Their souls go back to the void between Kane and Urkane. And then later on, Crix bugs them out and makes them Bane Knights. Skorne Cataphract look a lot like Bane Knights. Here's one other weird thing, though. They don't have eyes. Well, they don't have irises. But Makeda does, in the one image we have on the front cover of her novel Instruments of War. Could she have killed Vinter and got his soul? That's a subject for another video. Thank you, everyone. McPherson out.